Welcome to Casters and Castles and Coriander Society Adventures, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign where our two heroes, John Carmichael and Asena, travel across multiple universes trying to save everyone from elder evils. I'm tormented by gnomes. I'll be your game master today. Ninja Man Matt. Matt, how are you? I'm doing great, Joe. Thanks. All right, Paz, how you doing? Everything's mostly fine.
This show.
That's good to hear. Thanks. Yeah, we all love this show, right? We're all huge fans of this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, last we left our heroes, they had successfully stolen a piece of Flesh of Kur from somebody who had rightfully stolen it before. A bunch of fire giants. They now have it in their possession. They've returned to the Hall of the Valiant. John got and then killed by a Valkyrie, but he died happy and he came back to life. And we are now in the halls of the Valiant in the middle of a gigantic party. Everyone getting the benefits of a hero's feast spell, after which our heroes must decide their next course of action. Any questions from either of you?
No, I mean, things are pretty good.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
You're sitting in the halls of the Valiant, having just an absolutely delicious meal, like turkey, those turkey legs you get at Disneyland.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You gain the benefits of Hero's Feast. For the next 24 hours, you are immune to poison. You're immune to being frightened. You make all wisdom saves with advantage. And each of you roll 2d10.
2d. Ooh, make it good. Make it good. Show me 7. Oh my gosh. The biggest good that could be.
Hell?
Yeah.
What's that? That's got to be 1% odds. Yeah, 1% odds. Exactly, actually, because it's just percentile.
Heck yes.
Okay.
Heck yes.
John.
Yeah.
For the next 24 hours, also you both gain the benefits of a long rest, even John, who spent most of it dead. You both gain the benefits of a long rest. You recharge all of your stuff. And John, your hit points are your maximum hit points for the next 24 hours goes up by 20.
Woohoo!
And Asena, your maximum hit points goes up by 13 for the next 24 hours.
I still have less hit points than Pods.
Well, yeah, she's Asena. She punches.
Can I still put them in the temporary area?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Watch us spend the next 24 hours just traveling anyways and doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, don't say that. That's so
Now,
sad.
if I recall, the portal that you had traveled to, the color pool that led from the astral plane was one way. Meaning that while you are victorious and you have recovered a piece of the Flesh of Kur, you need to figure out what you're going to do next, and you need to get there.
Oh, damn. These guys can't help us get there?
I mean, Cord probably can.
That sounds like a really good idea. We're working with gods and monsters to stop gods and monsters. I feel like we should get a little bit of travel assistance, especially because we have this glorious feast.
Glorious! I can send you to any battle across the multiverse, or any place of strength and courage and proving yourselves. Where shall you go?
I mean, if we wanted to, we could go to O-Earth, because that's where we know our sexy angel boy is currently embattled. That would be kind of funny.
I mean, I don't need much convincing.
That being said, I feel
down,
like...
but I'm going to have to cook real fast.
I feel like if we were able to actually... Jesse! I feel like if we were able to try to discern where the pieces were, that might be a little bit better for us. But unless we're on the astral plane, it's hard to try and track the pieces. I'm trying to... oh, well, we could. There is almost a near constant battle in the astral plane with certain creatures. That would be very dangerous, though.
True.
What do you think? Asena,
All
are you
the
down to try to do
glorious,
that?
do you even lift, bro?
You're talking about the castle place?
That is a pretty... there might not be an active battle there, but it would have to do with the castle place, indeed.
Also, places of strength are my domain, so if there's like a gym that you have a membership near your house, I got you covered. Or an arena of sports and glory!
An arena, you say?
Like a place to fight?
So technically, I do know where there's an arena. There's no flesh of. There is a piece of the flesh of core there. Yeah, let's go to an arena. Fantastic.
What arena?
So, Asena, would you like to go to the bottom of the ocean, specifically to a storm giant's domain where they had an arena of battle set up between multiple companions and they were imprisoned inside of their throne with a piece of the flesh of core?
Cook.
I think we should go wherever the DM has prepared.
Yeah, hey, DM, where should we go? Where would you like us to go?
Okay, easy mode is go back to Northport and go back to Zolkia and take care of that. But, you know, if you get into a roleplay scene where the two of you are bouncing back and forth with some NPC long enough for me to set something up behind the scenes, we can do anything you want.
So here's the thing. I just had an amazing evening. I slept like the dead with a rather impressive Valkyrie. That's never happened before, probably is never going to happen again. Thoughts, Asena? You think that I was going to be able to do that, or long shot?
Okay, vamp better.
You want to get with the Valkyrie?
What?
Is that what you just said?
No, I already got with a Valkyrie. I was just getting your 2 cents on it. But don't worry about it.
Oh.
That apparently is not good enough. So
I'm gonna. What if I tell your elf girlfriend?
med
Do
with
they
it?
all know about each other?
Do all my Valkyries and elf girlfriends know about each other? No, they don't really enter the same universe together.
Oh,
But no, I mean, Medwithin and I, we're not really a thing. It's more like a mental thing, I guess. We have a very
Mental
close
thing.
connection. Yeah, we've got
They're
a very close
e-dating.
connection. Yeah, exactly. She's my Canadian girlfriend from Pyre Space.
oh.
You know, it's complicated. You know, the most complicated bit of it is that you know, I have somebody back on Earth, or at least had somebody back on Earth, and that ship kind of sailed a long time ago. And
Where
so,
did she sail to?
well, I was the one who sailed. I sailed across the cosmos, lost among the portals and gates.
You left her?
I didn't mean to leave her. I didn't even know where I was going. I was trying to stop this draconic lich from exploding all of the entire city. That there wasn't really much I could do.
What? You could like send her a message or something?
Well, see, that's the thing, is that eventually I did learn how to send messages, but at that point, I had already been gone for a while. And I don't know, the longer I waited, the more I've been able to go back to Earth for a long time now, technically. And I'm a little bit terrified, to be quite honest. I mean, I had a life there a decade ago, and everyone I knew, not like it hasn't been so long that everyone's dead or anything, but they've moved on. I mean, I'm assuming they thought I died there, and it would be quite a shock to go back and kind of uproot all of that, you know?
Well, what if they didn't move on? And what if they're just really sad all the time?
I mean, I guess it's possible. It seems highly unlikely. I wasn't really close to that many people, Asena. That's why I was kind of tricked into joining a secret organization where I constantly threw my life on the line to help people.
I mean, they probably would be really mad at you, but if they're not, then maybe you didn't mean that much to them.
Okay, that sucks. Sad, but possibly true. You could be right there. Well, in any
I'm
case,
sure it's fine. They've probably forgotten all about you.
okay, this is not making me feel any better, Asena. I just mean that on those ends of the spectrum, either you're right, I wasn't very important and was forgotten, or they're going to be pissed off at me because I was around and didn't do everything I could to get back, even though I was doing everything I could to get back. And then I found out about the Elder Evil business, and I kind of can't go back because we have something really, really important to do right now. Or they're going to be really sad, like you said. And that kind of sucks that they've been sad this whole time that I've been gallivanting across the multiverse.
Yeah. I mean, it seems weird that you are like still thinking about this lady, but then you left her, so it doesn't matter. You don't want to go back. So why you still think of her?
Well, I mean, we've been kind of okay before I left. Not that it's any of your business necessarily, but we were kind of on again, off again for quite a while. You know, she was busy, I was busy. We both were focused on our careers. She happened to get involved in actual, real, enforcement, and I kind of got stuck with the secret society. Uh, so we had kind of a bit of a disconnect there that we were working through, and uh, anyway, it's not like I didn't want to go back. I did everything I could to get back to Earth for a long, long time. It's just eventually I realized that there was no going back. And then somehow when I finally was able to get enough magical potential to where I possibly could go back, the stakes were way too high. I was trying to solve that Angel Case murder with everything coming down on Northport, and we discovered the issue with the Elder Evils, and it's been kind of a lot, you know?
How long have you been gone?
Like I said, it's hard to tell, but probably near about 10 years or so, I would guess.
Eh, that's not that long.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah. But it's also pretty fast.
True. But it's also quite a long time.
I forgot why we were talking about this.
Well, originally I was talking about, banging the Valkyrie, but then we kind of moved on to cheating on Medwithin, which we're not actually together, and then brought up how I initially had someone back home. And what I'm
Is there
getting at
any
is
other girlies you want to bring up? Or not girlies? I mean, whatever.
whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm no Kirk, but I've gotten around. You'd be lost in the multiverse as long as I have, and things tend to come up. You got to cover your bases. You got to brace the old gears depending on what's happening. But no, not for a long time. No, not really. How about you? We've never really talked about your personal life. I know you lived with among the wilds for a long time. You had that friend, Qui, was it? And what
Pele.
happened with them? Pele, yeah, there we go. That one. John knew, Matt didn't remember.
Kayleigh I knew him when we were children.
I mean, you're still pretty young. How long ago was children?
Less than 10 years ago.
Okay, less than 10 years ago. So,
Meh.
okay.
I guess I haven't traveled the universe as much as you.
So nothing at all. You haven't experienced that kind of a relationship with anybody? Not in the cards for old Asena?
I just don't really think about it.
You don't.
Maybe someone has liked me. I don't know. Again, it's just not something I think about.
Well, usually you're pretty big about trying to ship Gaston and I with all the various entities we come across on our travels. We've
Yeah,
never
because it's
really...
obvious. It was right in front of our faces.
Okay, well, what about you, though? Like, we've never even really talked about anything you could be shippable with.
Well, I can't date a god.
You could. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're into power. So, like, the angel, that would be, like, in Asena territory is what you're saying.
He was just really hot. I mean, but his power's a plus.
Okay. Well, what about him? And John points up to the god of strength and battle, Cord.
More ale!
And he smashes a tankard made of like solid steel that's as big as you against his head, and it shatters.
Oh my god. The steel mug shatters.
Yes. It's more like a steel keg. He's drinking out of a keg.
Oh my.
He's kind of dumb.
Okay. Okay. So not just sexy power, intelligence too. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What about her? John points to one of the Valkyries.
She's in the process
Weren't
of
you just
crushing an Einherjar's fist during a game of arm wrestling.
Weren't you just talking to her?
Well, no, that was her over there. There's
Oh.
yeah. I know they
Yeah.
all kind of look alike, the armor and the
There's
big,
a lot of them.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What the fuck, John?
I don't know. I just figure if it happens, then it might happen, but I'm not really one to make it happen.
Okay.
Speaking of making it happen, John, be you so resolved to go to this place. Remember that it is not entirely, but a lot of it is completely underwater.
Yep.
Are you prepared to deal with that? And are there
I
any
mean-
other preparations for it?
I am. I don't know if Asena is, because I
Okay.
can breathe under air and water.
I'm continuing to cook. Wait, just all the time?
Because as long as I stay attuned to the rod of changing tides, yeah.
Oh, damn. Very cool. All right, anyways, yeah, I was going to say go ahead and, shift the conversation in that direction because the cooking continues.
Now, wait, just by the let me go ahead and enter the Mind Palace here. Is this the DM Mind Palace? Is that what this is?
Oh, no, I just left my angel voice on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I had the
All right.
Valkyrie giving you shit, and I'm busy messing with maps, so I completely forgot to turn it off.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then going back into it, if John can reply, he is going to tell the Valkyrie, "What? You're impressive and grand. I mean, I can appreciate that."
And don't forget it.
Okay, and with that, this is a good point. If we're going to be making our way down into the bowels of the ocean in Quelya, we're going to have to try to figure out how we can get you to breathe under there and be able to. You can swim just fine, I would assume, but the breathing's going to be probably a thing. Let me take a look and see. Now that I have access to my full repertoire of spells, would I be able to have you somehow be able to breathe? Or do you have something, Asena, that allows you? Do you have a rebreather? Did Gaston make us rebreathers at one point? I feel like Gaston made us rebreathers at one point.
I feel like we were just talking about Blitzball. I don't think that's in the campaign.
Let's see. I'm taking a look. Normally, if my case was working properly, I could just pull a darn rebreather out of there. But unfortunately, that's very busted now. Let's
I don't
see.
think people can breathe underwater.
Well, not normally, but depending on what you have available to you, anything's possible technically. Let's see. Does John have anything that can be? I got 500 pounds of dynamite. That's pretty good.
We'll blow up the ocean. Problem solved.
Well, that's right. Drain the ocean.
The ocean says yes.
Yeah.
Might be worth explaining what the hell you're planning on doing and what might be encountered there as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just sorry. I'm looking through my inventory to see if I have something that can help. So the last time that I was there, Asena, this was pretty decently on. This is when I met the pilgrims. We went on an adventure throughout the water planet of Quelya. This is where most of the humans and halflings within Pyre Soul reside. And there was an individual named Akuma. Might be different now. Anyways, bounty hunter of sorts that was chasing after the captain of the Pilgrim's Progress. They were a wanted pirate of sorts. In any case, as we're traveling on the seas, eventually there is a great torrential whirlpool within the ocean. It drags us down. No matter what we do, we couldn't escape to the bottom of the sea. When we awoke, this storm giant, going on about some ancient past where they were a god and ruler. Their people were seen as the most holy of individuals on this planet, and progress and commerce in their mind ruined the place. And so they were going to slowly but surely, somehow by capturing us, that was going to do it. We're going to end up destroying capitalism effectively. And from there, they made us fight. They made the various captive crewmen fight each other in a giant arena. The rest of us were trapped behind cells made of coral, and we were at the giant's bidding. Eventually, I was able to escape. I made my way, being called by the entity of war, Yichak, and I found my way into their demesne. Was able to get enough, you could say knowledge, power, and all that, tapping into some dark arts, and I reclaimed this purple flame of Yichak, brought it back to that place, and was able to set the Storm Lord alight with this, I don't know, unholy. It burned underwater. This incredibly powerful fire, and during this time, this struggle, I took one of the pieces of the Flesh of Kur. I planted it upon the giant and sealed them to their underwater throne. And there they remain, kind of like that dragon that was merged with that mountain that we fought. So when we go down there, there's going to be a really pissed off giant that's going to be supercharged on dragon jerky, and probably wanting some revenge on me for what I did to it. So if you're excited about finding a giant, that's going to be the place to go. But we're going to need to be able to get you a way to at least breathe, if not be able to easily move under the water.
Do we have to fight in the water?
Well, it depends. Last time I was there, the whole place wasn't under the water. So as long as it stayed airtight, we should be fine. It's just getting out from that underwater palace of sorts, I would assume. That's going to be the issue. Now, I can always contact Indoglot, and since we're going to be in Pyre space, it probably wouldn't be that difficult to get some assistance. Hey, Cord, we're wanting to go to a war zone that's going to be underwater, an arena of sorts. Do you happen to have something to help people who don't? And I gesture towards Asena. Breathe underwater, who would be able to breathe underwater just temporarily, like a potion I could purchase, or somebody's arm who I can rip off and earn it that way.
Or a fish I could take their gills from?
Yeah, there you go.
A fish you could take their gills from. Perhaps.
That did it.
Would that work?
What's the biggest fish I can possibly? All right, so Cord slaps his throne, and in the middle of the hall, this just enormous 20-foot long fish just appears above everybody and lands on the just crushes the tables and starts flopping around like a fish out of land. And in its path, it's destroying furniture and sending the meal spilling, and people are yelling and getting fish slapped and just knocked all over the place.
Be careful what you wish for.
Subdue the beast!
Oh. And John and I'm assuming Asena said about
No,
subduing
not
this
you, her! She must burn these gills!
Right. Hey, let me get off of that thing.
Are these gills gonna actually help me?
Yes, but only if you earn them in a trial of strength.
You want me to wrestle the floppy fish?
Yes! The enormous floppy fish!
What's its name?
I didn't ask its name, I just cast summon bigger fish.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if it was like an important fish or it's just a random fish.
This
I guess
fish
it doesn't
may
matter.
be the most important fish in your life, especially if it vanquishes you and causes you to become motivated to become even stronger.
Oh. Okay.
Good point.
Okay. Yeah.
Flop, 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 flop.
Can I walk over there and punch the fish?
Yes, roll an attack to punch the fish.
I think she's doing so very casually.
Just walk up and punch the godfish in the face. 12.
Why is
It
it black?
scales like metal armor. As you walk over and punch into it, there's a clang, and this shock runs up your bones. Were you a lesser warrior, that would have shattered your very arm. However, in your case, you can punch through concrete, so that was more like a gong. Huh.
That's weird.
Roll a strength
What's
saving
wrong with
throw
this
as the fish tail goes slamming directly towards you.
Oh no.
String. Save. Is that on this side? Is that
Yes.
this? Nope, that's not it.
Ooh.
Nope.
That is it. I think it's the
Okay.
same.
The fish, as you're like, what kind of fish is this? Its tail hits you in the face. It's a big splat. It's wet. It's ridged. It's hard. You probably have like lines from the spines on your face, and you go flying across the room and slam into the wall.
Ow.
What kind of fish is this?
I have called this fish from the very depths of the Beastlands oceans.
I don't know what a beastland ocean is.
Nobody
But
here
I don't-
speaks fish, right?
I mean, I'm
Boy,
a
I
linguist.
can speak with animals.
There you go.
Only when you activate it, though. It's not on by default, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Flop, 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 flop.
I would like to try and listen to what the fish is saying. A 24. Do I understand anything the fish is saying?
If I win, do I get her lungs?
Hey, Asena, you're gonna want to win this.
What?
Yeah, trust me. You don't want to know what happens when you lose.
Okay, I'm not gonna lose.
Prove it! Get in there! Fight, 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 fight!
This is really dumb.
Flop, 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 flop. It hits the chandelier overhead, which just starts swinging wildly back and forth.
I'm gonna punch the fish again.
Okay, roll to punch the fish. 14. Clang! Roll another strength saving throw. Okay, this time when the fish slams you in the face, you stand your ground.
Okay. I'm gonna punch it again.
Round 3, fight! Okay. Bam! One good hit. Roll again.
We should be doing my punching dagger too.
Oh, damn. Shish kebabs. All right. Roll another
Come on,
strength
roll
saving
that.
throw. The fish gets a shot at you whenever you fail.
Oh my god.
19. Clang!
He's getting no sold by a fish.
What are you talking about? I've totally punched it a lot of times.
You've hit.
Did it exactly once. Come
We
on!
hit her one. She's winning.
Yeah, and I look.
Technically, it's 1-1 right now.
Okay, well, I got more style than this stupid fish.
Style doesn't win championships.
Actually, in some cases, Lord Cord, it does win championships. For example, equestrian competitions.
Does this look like a equestrian conversation to you?
I guess technically this would be a pescatarian competition.
Shut up! Shut up! Fight the fish! I summoned a gigantic fish so that you could wrestle with it, not so that you could sit there asking me about style and pescatarianism.
Flop, flop, flop.
You know, I feel like we could just wait this out. This is a fish after all. You know,
Yeah. Isn't it
I
just
could-
gonna die? It's dying without me doing anything to
we
it.
could use our mental brains. That we're using our strength of our mind to outlast
You're
the
going
fish.
to deny it a warrior's death?
We'll kill it before it, expires. But
Am I allowed to use guns? Or do I just have to keep punching this fish?
Only if the fish can use a gun.
Bring the fish a gun!
Oh no!
A Valkyrie is going off to get the fish a gun. You have 2 more attacks before they bring the fish a gun.
How many clips are we gonna have of things we didn't expect to hear today?
Can I just shoulder cannon this fish?
Just point blank range shoot it. Yeah, you can shoulder cannon the fish.
Isn't it a huge fish?
It's an enormous fish.
Get up on the Hydra's back, Yug.
I don't understand your reference.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it.
Blam! Like a moment later, a Valkyrie arrives with a cannon, like a pirate ship cannon. It has
my
a
God.
leather harness on it, and they're in the process of attempting to strap it to the fish's head when they realize that the fish actually got plasma to death, and this is completely irrelevant.
Gosh.
This is not how I imagined this. You know, when Thor went into the Giant's Hall and they tricked him into trying to lift Jormungand, and he didn't just pull out his AK and there's this whole thing with the cat and he lifted with it. You know what? I made a, you know what, fine. I made a promise. A promise is a promise.
And the chefs come out, and because the fish did die a warrior's death, it will be revived tomorrow, but not until after and made whole, which means that the seafood course that's about to be served will cause it no long-term harm.
Yay.
But until the hero's feast effect wears off, both of you now have water breathing.
Woo!
Oh, that's nice.
And
Which is the reason we're doing this
Chester
in
and
the first
Dargan,
place.
right?
Yes, by proxy they can have it as well.
And Dargan, they've got to be really happy to be eating a giant fish.
We feed.
You can feed on this stupid fish. Okay. Well, at least he asked me.
He did. That's progress.
I can't believe you tried to set me up with the guy who made me fight a fish.
Well, I mean, I was just mostly testing the waters. But I didn't think
Oh
he was.
my god!
It's funny because it's a fish.
Yes. Yes, it is. That's the joke.
We gotta
But,
get out of here.
Yeah, no, good point. Oh, great lord of storms and strength, we wish to be sent to another lord of storm and strength. There is a palace, a coral palace at the bottom of the Quelyan Sea. There is a mighty arena where mortals are pit amongst each other for sport and pleasure of a king. We wish to go there.
Very well. You have earned your passage and your gills. Unless there is anything else you seek within my happy hall, I will send you there post haste.
Cord, I think there's something stuck in your throat.
Oh, right. Hang on.
Post haste. All right, you done? Anything else? You good?
No, this is great. This is great. And before they leave, John is going to approach Brunhilde, the Valkyrie that he spent the evening with, and is going to offer her a token of their evening, and will request a token from her as well.
Oh, what token are you offering her?
Well, considering that I have a very, very nice looking battle axe on me, John is going to take out from his bag of holding that Dodd here gave him a very big and glorious battle axe. I have no use for such a large and imposing weapon. However, I think that this would be made very well in your capable hands.
Yeah, if it gives it a couple of spins. Yeah. Oh, that'll work. And then as for her token, she places her fingers on your chest, runs them up towards your chin, grabs you by the neck, pulls out a knife, and slices you right here.
Kinky, but not really the time for it, Brunilda.
Oh, it's a scar. There you go.
Oh, okay, very good. Thank you.
I don't know what you were thinking about. Anyways, later.
Okay, goodbye. John puts his hand up to his bleeding neck.
You take 1 point of damage.
No!
Are you ready?
We are. After I give us both our hit points. Okay, now we're ready.
Cord reaches out, steps down from his throne, and sets his enormous meaty hand upon the floor.
Climb aboard, mortals. Your next great challenge awaits.
Very well.
Aboard your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
After you.
Making sure.
All right, you climb up over his huge fingers into the palm of his hand. Dargan, Charlemagne, Asena, and John. Am I forgetting anybody?
Well, I mean, I thought we were going to bring Ogville, but it's fine. He can stay.
You can bring Ogville. Your companion slot's open.
Ogville, we are going to be going and facing off against a giant. Your victory against fighting giants was robbed away from you. However, if you leave this place of YSGARD, you're going to lose the safety of your respawns. Is that cool with you?
How do you think I got here in the first place?
Very well. Let's go. Come on over. Hey, speaking of which, John's going to just announce to the room, we're going to go fight a giant. Does anyone want to come die against a giant?
God damn it.
I mean, this is the thunderous halls of strength and storms. We're going to go fight a king of strength and storms that needs to die. I don't see why we can't bring a dozen or so smelly barbarians to come help us with it.
You can't solve all your problems with a horde of smelly barbarians, Matt.
But here's the thing, Joe. I can.
Oh, Lord.
Can I make a persuasion check?
Yeah,
So
you
where
can make a
John
persuasion check.
I'm
Asena,
gonna spin
are you
a
participating
very
in this at all?
excellent story.
I don't know how they're gonna breathe underwater.
Like, they ate the fish, right? The whole hall ate the fish.
True.
Also, I thought that the castle itself wasn't underwater. It's just getting out of there. So, they
The
better
last
die
time
in
you saw
combat.
it.
Yeah, well, that's true. You're right. Good point. Can everyone... Okay, who here can breathe underwater? Raise your hand.
Torg can hold his breath for 5 minutes.
Fantastic. Cork, come with us. All right, who else can hold their breath for a while?
I can hold my breath longer than Torg.
Well, then, hell yeah, you. Come on over.
Prove it, Panzeman.
This could be a while. Hey, while Korg and Morg are holding their breath, does anybody else want to come fight and die against a glorious battle with a giant? Because seriously, this is going to be a storm giant. Y'all just have fire giants here. Maybe the occasional hill giant. This is going to be the main event, as it were.
Roll persuasion check.
Persuasion. Give my army of smelly barbarians 15, and I'm going to say... No, I'm fine. 15's fine.
Okay. 3 smelly barbarians will join your cause.
I have my talisman. If it counts as a failure, can I roll my d4 to see if that gets any better?
It doesn't count as a failure. It's
Oh, good.
degrees
Well, then
of
there we are.
success.
Well, then there we go. Degrees of success. I love it. 3 smelly barbarians. Korg, Morg, and...
Torg. Torg with the T.
Torg. There you go. And then
All right.
Ogville.
And Ogville. Are you prepared? Somehow, Cord's outstretched hand just seems to accommodate everybody.
I love
Not
that.
entirely sure how, but go ahead and climb aboard, and he will send you to your moosey fate.
Yes. Give us the moosey fate.
All right, Asena, as you and Dargan climb on board, and once you're all in, Cord closes his hands and his fingers rise up like logs around you. And then the hand closes around you. You're all smushed together at odd angles. And there's a lurching as he pulls back.
Go forth to eternal glory. Yeet!
Wait, eating is restrained. They call me a
And Cord physically hurls you through the multiverse, unerringly towards a place of physical contest and strength. Asena, even though this is perhaps the strangest way that you've ever traveled before, you are aware of an astral transition as the lot of you shift out of the outer planes and through the silver sea, hurtling towards your destination.
I will not be going into the astral plane today.
Okay. Just passing through. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to change one thing before we proceed. You are all abruptly plunged into ice cold water. The moment you arrive, you can feel it chilling you to the very bone.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
take an involuntary breath, except for Torg Morgan. What was the third one?
Torg, Morgan, Korg,
Korg. I'm writing them all
and
down.
Ogville.
Ogville, I remember. It's Torg Morgan and Korg, the newbies that I need in a moment.
The newbies.
Torg, Morg, Korg.
How does your default token still not have dark vision? What's your dark vision radius, Matt?
60.
But yes, you are abruptly plunged into ice cold water, and you can hear a strange call on the air. Shut up.
Call, you say?
Yes. And the pressure is intense, crushing down on you. Were it not for the blessings of Cord, it would just mush you into goo.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. It's 120 feet. My apologies.
Okay, that changes things. The first breath that you take is chillingly cold. You find yourselves abruptly submerged.
Are we underwater?
Yes, you are very underwater.
Oh my. Oh my. Here we are. Hello there.
The chamber is filled with sea life, the kind that dwells in the deep, dark places. There's stone beneath your feet, coral encrusting the walls, pillars on all sides, and signs, glyphs that Asena, you have never seen, but Matt, you have. Perhaps they've been here this entire time, underneath what used to exist in this place.
Ooh.
Asena, you can see a few passages, one to this, what we're going to call the south, one we're going to call the east. But the main hall proceeds to the north, and there at the far end of the hall, you can see a flickering violet light. Torque and Morg are still staring at each other.
Oh. They're having a hold breath contest.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, they are. John, obviously, I'm assuming, sees the enormous storm giant that is bound to the throne.
You see something bound to the throne.
Oh,
The
okay, I can't make it out.
Right.
Well, you're not sure if it's still a storm giant anymore.
Oh
Asena at
my.
the far end of the hall is a titanic throne as large as the god Chords, but entirely of a different vibe.
vibe.
It seems almost organic. A wavering, smooth but lumpy black substance, almost waxy, like an enormous piece of black pearl. The creature that slumps over on it is limbed and outlined in flickering violet fire that you can somehow see the shadows it casts, and yet it provides no light. The tone could not be more different than that which you encountered in YSGARD. Asena, what do you do?
Can I swim up closer and see if
Yeah,
it's
go
like
Go ahead and
still
move yourself.
alive?
Mhm.
Hello.
Roll a perception check.
Perception. That's not. Is that what I like? I don't know how to play this game anymore.
18. So this thing is still alive. Perhaps once it was an enormous sea giant, or storm giant, with blue skin, a beard that flows almost like seaweed, and a mighty crown. But that has long since changed. Something grows from its chest. Scar tissue that has spread across its flesh and grown from its arms and legs into the throne itself. You recognize its texture as the Flesh of Kur. The thing.
Yeah. I kind of hoped it wasn't this. I think the thing is like eating the thing. I'm yelling back at John.
Can we talk down here? Can we hear each other?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
you're
you have mind
yeah,
powers
you,
anyway.
you can psychic each other. You can talk, but it's all bubbly, so it's hard to hear each other nearby.
Blue, 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 blue. I think the thing is eating the thing. You think?
Yeah, no, that tracks actually. Here, I'm gonna get their attention and direct them towards there. Does it seem like it's noticed that we're here yet, or is it still slumbering?
Oh, it's asleep? Should I wake it up?
No. We'd rather have the element of surprise if possible.
It hasn't, like, moved.
That's good. We should. Do you want to punch this thing? If we start fighting it, I don't know what's going to happen. Last time we attacked a genus loci that had been bonded to this great creature, the entire mountain transformed into a dragon. Who knows what's going to happen when we start fighting this thing?
Oh. I mean, I guess we could have a look around.
Yeah, do you want to poke around first and then get to fighting, or should we just start kicking the crap out of it while we have the element of surprise?
Oh, we can look around, but I don't know if our friends have a lot of time.
I would agree. I think we should probably engage. Hope is that these individuals die in combat rather than, passing out. So we can send them back where they belong. Here, let's move forward. And at that, John's gonna rush up to the rest and kind of point them in the direction where the throne is, and kind of give them the shh and start swimming over there.
They go from staring at each other, and when you walk up, it's like you can see the look on their faces. Ha ha! A low trick to get me to break my concentration. I think not. But after a moment, they look towards you, and they look towards the enormous thing, and then they point at each other. They go, and they both take a breath at the exact same moment, so that neither of their honor is besmirched.
Yes.
and they swim
glorious.
towards it quietly at first, sort of like walking, running, swimming. Obviously, these guys never learned to swim, so they're just sort of making their way through the water.
Oh, obviously, yes.
But as they get close,
Valhalla!
Okay. As they're swimming up, John would like to do some pre-battle casting, if you don't mind.
you have 1 round.
All right, then. John is going to cast Blazing Chariot.
You know, I never grabbed a chariot last time, and I probably should have.
That's going to be kind of a mainstay for a while, my guy.
Right. How big is the thing again? What did I use last time? I do not remember.
It's go back to the giant place because you had it there.
Mm-hmm. Unless I deleted it, which I might have.
Unless you deleted it.
Asena, you have 1 round before combat engages. While I look up... No, I already put that away. I already archived that. It's fine. I'll figure it out. You have 1 round.
It can hold up to 4 creatures, so it's like large size, basically.
10 by 10. Yep. Asena, you have 1 round before battle engages, Valhalla, etc. What would you like to do?
This is oh god. This is before we're fighting him?
This is like
Or
right
before
before
he
they
fights
yell.
us?
Well, the reason we're rolling for initiative is because the Einherjar are charging.
Okay. Is there a reason why I should not just attack him right now?
No, none that we can think of.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's too big. There we go. That's the right size. And it's got horses and the whole kit and caboodle.
Lovely.
Roll for initiative, please.
Oh, I didn't get it fixed. That should be 5 more, so that's a 20. Still haven't fixed my initiative. Why?
Oh yeah, what perks did we have?
Extra hit points, immunity to poison, can't be frightened. Advantage on all wisdom saving throws.
There we go. I fixed it now. I dropped Hero's Feast in there, so it'll tell you all the cool stuff that it'd be doing.
Okay. Each of you gets 1 action before initiative is properly raised. John used his to summon the flaming chariot. Asena, what did you use yours for? Your plasma cannon is not rated for underwater use.
I figured.
Well, then what's it useful for?
Non-underwater use.
Maybe when it's not going to be all waterlogged.
Yes, good point. What the heck? Oh my god, it was a horse. That was freaking me out. I was like, Joe, this is a mostly family-friendly show.
God damn it, Matt.
I don't think I really have anything to do.
Okay. Then battle
You
is
can
joined.
ready in action to beat the crap out of it.
But I can already do that.
Oh, then you can just beat the crap out of it.
Is that what you're doing, John? You're casting Tensor's Transformation?
After when I get my turn again, yeah.
Well, you go first, so...
Oh, did the Arnerjar get to do something? Did they get to like get closer?
They yelled Valhalla, and that triggered initiative. Yeah, I'll give them... No, I already moved them.
You did?
They're not very
Oh,
fast
okay.
underwater.
Oh, fantastic. But didn't you say sound didn't travel super far underwater? Like, would their Valhallas be heard?
Oh, no,
at
sound
this
travels. It's about intelligibility. Sound actually travels really well in water. It's just that everything... You have to talk with the bubble filter on, which I actually think you
Gotcha,
have. It's
gotcha.
called underwater. So if you're ever talking out loud, use the underwater filter.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pop Tensor's Transformation then.
Okay. You have unlocked Ultra Mode as the spell flies over you. What else are you going to do? Anything?
Well, as my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and put the Tasha's curse, Tiamat's curse, on Zorath, to where all my attacks are that much better against it.
Done
and I'm
done.
going to use the chariot, which it's hard to do anything with this chariot, but I'm going to rush it forward to zap into Zorath.
All right. What happens?
This happens. John uses Chariot of Get Effed.
Wow. Doesn't get that effed.
So it's going to be a 19 save. Is it Dex? What is that? Here we go. Any creature who touches the chariot, hits the chariot while riding with a melee attack, takes that much damage. The chariot has that many hit points. As an action, you can cause the chariot. Oh, as an action. Okay, wait. What about movement? I thought it did things when you moved into them. Sorry, one moment. 2 horses made of fire and light. Any creature
You can
that
guide it in
touches the
place of your
chariot-
own movement.
Yeah. Any creature that touches the chariot. Okay, so it's touching the chariot. Okay, good. It's touching it. So yeah, I basically move the chariot up and just bump it into Zorath.
Okay.
So I think it just says it just takes it. I don't think it has a save, does it?
Nope. But I think the intended usage here is that you're supposed to use your action to do overruns, and that you can't actually.
Oh yeah, use your.
Yeah. So I don't know if this exactly works. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the damage.
Okay. If it doesn't work, that's fine. That's okay if they have to touch it. And I can't.
For this time,
that's
I'll
fine.
give him the damage.
Ooh, cool. Okay.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yeah. Aside from John being yoked out, that's it.
Ogville charge.
Valhalla!
It's gonna take him a moment, I think. Yeah, it's gonna take him a moment.
Hey mate, can you move me to the front in front of the chariot?
Whoop. Try that. Now try that.
There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you.
Ogville charges forth, and then he casts Bless on the 3 of you. So John, Asena, and Charlemagne all have Bless activated.
That's
The-
great.
Berserkers just spend their entire turn swimming because they don't have any fancy magic. Asena, it's your turn.
Okay, I want to punch the not fish.
All right, roll to punch the knotfish.
I swim up closer. Is that the chariot?
Yes.
This is. Hey mate,
No.
actually, go ahead.
No, after you.
Oh, I wanted to position Charlemagne to wherever Asena was going to be, so that way they could flank.
There's no flanking because of the high back of the throne.
Can you flank on this side?
If you're up on top of it, yes.
Okay, well, Charlemagne will get up there then.
Here.
I will also point out before you touch this thing that the throne is still wreathed in violet flame.
But we're swimming, right? So we can just be swimming over the throne?
Yeah, 3-dimensional combat. That's a thing. Yeah, no, that'll work.
Yeah. Coolio.
Okay, Asena, you are up. Slashing attacks and bludgeoning attacks have disadvantage, but piercing attacks do not. So if you use the daggers, you can just... and that'll be effective.
Nice.
Okay. But the dagger's on my punch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically because of the daggers, you can get away with this.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have
Nice.
disadvantage.
Ooh.
That is absolutely a hit for 11 points of damage on the first one.
And then I punch him again.
And a crit. Go ahead.
Yes.
So plus an additional 9, another 13 plus your silver thingy that goes off.
Yes.
What do my daggers do?
It's your. What's normally
It
it's
has
your.
armor
It's
cutting.
your.
It has the armor
It's
cutting.
just armor
property.
cutting, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but your awesome talon. Now that does some, or your tooth.
Yeah, where's your astral burst that goes off on crits?
So it should be at the bottom here. Where are your punches?
Dimension Strike. You deal an additional 1d8 damage. Go ahead and roll a d8
There
for
it is.
additional force damage.
And the target is engulfed in wisps of smoke. Ooh. Whoa.
All right, another
Beaters
6
have
points of damage.
disadvantage on attack rolls, and if they try and teleport, you're screwed.
As you go for your initial strikes, initially, Zorath does nothing. Doesn't even move. You just start punching and stabbing into him, and you can see blood start to leak out into the ocean. And it's far darker, more cloying than it ought to be.
Oh.
And then his eyes open. The size of dinner plates. And they glow with this cruel, violet, flaming light.
The muse of war cannot harm you, John.
I'm not John.
Your pact that damned me here, never to see the sky again, precludes your destruction. If you would break it and free me from this hell you've created, I will oblige you.
And Zorath stirs, pulling himself from his slumped position upwards, and you can hear tearing as he pulls away from the throne, as if it's connected to his very flesh. And as he does, from behind his back where he was sitting, these tendrils of scar tissue and two of them rush towards you, Asena.
I thought he wasn't gonna attack us.
Great and powerful Zorath, if you wish us to free you, do we have to do so in combat, or can we just rip you away from that throne?
I'm still gonna make my attacks while you talk.
Okay.
Natural 20.
We seek to unbind you, removing the Flesh of Kur and the Mantle of Yitzhak that keeps you here.
Asena, take 27 points of damage and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Excuse
please.
me. I don't like that. Hey, I have
Oh, no,
27
sorry,
extra
that's a-
hit points.
I was gonna say that's kind of perfect.
My bad, I messed up the crit. It was actually supposed to be 45, not 27.
Ow, my
And roll a
God.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah, 46 is
Hold-
the
hold-
default.
Okay,
damage.
no. Hold on a moment. John's going to use a lucky die to have you roll one more time. Roll
Okay.
one more time on that.
A 21, does that hit Asena?
Yes.
John's going to use his reaction. John's going to give her a +5 on her AC. Is that still going to hit you, Asena?
No.
Okay, John gives Asena her shield.
Your force field projects away from you, lowering your defenses and protecting her.
Correct. That is correct.
Free me?
Okay.
You think we are not one? I screamed for those who will not come. When you betrayed me, John, I sent you to extinguish that light, and instead you kindled it in my flesh, and it has burned for years.
And Zorath, if you recall, you summoned me and my allies to your court and pit us against one another. You put me between a literal rock and a hard place underneath the sea. Yeah, you're damn right I betrayed you. I found that fire, I kindled it, and I burned your sorry ass with it. Because you thought you were better than everyone. You used your power, you invoked my wrath, and I brought you low. Because you misunderstood who you were against. You thought you would claim some dumb little human that you could play with like a fucking toy. And instead, you pulled John Carmichael, wizard, into your home and gave me access to your secrets. You're an idiot! So yes, I did what I could to save my own and to put you in your place. And now I'm gonna fucking kill you, like I should have done all those years ago.
Roll an intimidation check, please.
I will do that thing that you just said. 23.
I just almost passed out. I shouldn't have done that so hard. Wow.
Oh, jeez.
What were we doing?
You were laughing.
Oh.
Zorath, I made an intimidation check with my Gosu speech, and then he laughed at me.
Yeah. The violet fire in the Bilestone throne sort of flashes for a moment and then recedes again. And he already made his 2 attacks, and he's, again, trying to stand up, but he's physically, biologically attached to it now, and that's not stopping him from thrashing as the tentacles lash out in the water. More blood spills forth. And then at the end of the round, an electrical current flares from his eyes through the body of this organic black bilestone throne, almost showing veins or cracks in it, and shock waves go out through the entire chamber. This can't really be dodged because the charge is in the water. Yeah, so that's just gonna be just 28 lightning damage.
Really?
Yes, he's still a storm giant. Unless you can think of a logical way that, you know, you could dodge a bolt of, like, just an electrical current through the whole water.
I mean, you know, not right now without my reaction, no.
Yep. Pity that. Go ahead and take 28 points of lightning damage as a lair action. And it is your turn, John.
Okay. You said 28? That's unfortunate.
And roll a constitution saving throw to
Good point.
concentrate on your spell.
Okay.
On Gosu mode.
So that's a DC 14. Where's my concentration? Oh, it's just a saving throw.
Con save. Yep,
Natural
well, that'll do
20,
it. It's your turn.
I don't think we have Bless anymore, so that shouldn't have been on. But...
No, you have Bless.
Oh, we do have Bless still?
Yeah,
oh, good.
Ogville blessed you, and he just made his save, so...
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, fantastic. Well, then there we go. Well, time to end this quickly then. This is a giant. This is not a fiend or a fae, unfortunately, so that's all right. We're going to go ahead and do one attack with Krontaka. I'm going to burn a...
Warp Spasm.
Yep, that's the one. And put on everything, so... That's going to be Tiamat's Curse. That's going to be... I'm going to use a Luminous Bullet that Gaston gave me. Does an extra 1d4 radiant damage.
Okay.
And Warp Spasm and Island's Bane, so suck on that. That is a 27. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. you please make a wisdom saving throw, DC 19?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
does a
damn.
28 save?
Yeah, that'll do. So that's going to be 16 off of that. So that's 19 plus 16.
19 plus 16. I usually just do,
35.
rather than adding them up, I just use roll 20 and do minus 19.
Perfect.
And then
19
do
and
minus
16.
16. It's usually
There
easier.
you go. All right, I'm going to double tap. Or actually, wait a minute. I think I get extra attack because of tensors. Where the hell are you, tensors? You're way up there, aren't you? Here we go. Okay, 50 temporary hit points, advantage on attack rolls. Yep. Okay, when you hit a target. Oh, sorry. When you hit a target, they can take an extra 2d12 weapon damage. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more.
More 20. Bam. Added.
Let's see here. You can attack twice instead of once. Yes. All right. Cool. Let's do this. Extra 20
You can
points of
double tap
damage.
on each attack.
Yes. Glorious. All right. So this is double tap then. I'll just go ahead and do that. And Frontaka, go.
That's a hit. How much of that do I
right.
actually take?
Well, make another wisdom save, please.
Add 5 to this.
Okay.
22.
Well, then 6 off of that. So that's going to be 25 and 10. Plus 2d12. So another 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first attack. With my second attack, I'm going to do that again. So suck on this. Then I'm just going to roll this backed up by suck on that. So that's going to be... Ooh, is an 18. Actually, I'm going to roll a deduction die. I don't want to make sure that I-
hold that thought. Hold that thought. An 18 would have missed, but Asena already used her armor cutting punching on it, so it hits.
Ooh. Yay! All right.
All right, I haven't done any of the math from that
Welcome.
second batch of shots, so
So the first one is going to be 19 and 10.
and okay, and I need to roll a wisdom saving throw for the second one.
Correct. And if
Boink.
that saves, which he probably is going to, yep.
Mhm.
So that's going to be 20 and 18.
Okay,
That takes care of family obligations. Now with my bonus action, I'm going to attack with the weapon in my second hand, which is the Element Blaster, set to radiant damage, because that seems to be going very well. And I'm going to go ahead and roll a deduction dice with this. And, oh, I've had Bless on this whole time. Well, that's fine. Element
Doesn't matter,
Blasters, go! Wow, I rolled 2 very mild mid attacks, but what's the AC right now?
lower than 18.
You know what? I'm going to bust 1 lucky die and roll one more time.
Why? Because they both look like you rolled dirty 20s.
Oh, wait, dirty. Oh, well, because if I roll higher, I get more damage, right? On the Element
Oh
Blaster?
yeah, the overkill damage. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, nope. Well, fine. We'll take it.
Okay,
So that's 28. How many attacks is that?
28, 3.
3? Oh, well then, damn, I didn't need to waste it then. I cap at 3. Oh, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and just roll 2 more times then. Number 1. Number 2. Oh my gosh, wait, I have to take off Alan's Bane and War Spasm. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
have to
do the math and tell me what I have to do here, because I'm
I
not
will-
sitting here crunching all these numbers.
I will do the math for you. Don't worry. You know what? Let me just make this easy on me. I'm just going to roll it 3 times. So that way
Yeah.
we'll just take the new totals. So 1, 2, and don't worry about the attack rolls. This is just for the damage. Okay. So that's going to be 20, 16, and 17. And that's it for John after he goes Gosu with Tensor's transformation, because I love that stuff.
Okay, Asena, the rest of the people you brought with you, they just spend their entire turn swimming towards, charging in slow motion, running along the bottom, which means that it's now your turn.
Some heroes they are.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be different.
The Skalds will tell of this glorious battle for generations.
If you gotta
As-
hit it, or else it doesn't
Asena and I
count.
are going to kill it before they even get there.
Leave some for me.
Next time, shout Valhalla when you're hitting him.
Yeah, we're just gonna punch him again.
Okay, you get 2
Now,
punches
punch.
automatically.
Oh,
I mean, you have to hit him,
Oh.
but you have advantage for flanking.
oh, right, Chester. He's here.
He's here.
He can't use an enormous sword down here, not without disadvantage. All right, so that one is a hit. Then you get sneak attack, so that's 15 damage, and a 10. You should have advantage on that roll. So roll again and take the better of the two. Because you're flanking. Okay, a 16 only hits because you just cut his armor again.
Ha
Another 11 points of damage. Would you like to use a bonus action or spend a focus point to do a flurry of blows?
What is flurry again? I'm gonna stun him or something? Oh no.
Flurry is you spend a focus point and you can always bonus action to attack again. When you spend a focus point, you can attack twice as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll spend a focus point. I got some to burn.
Roll them. Both with advantage. 14. Wow. Wow, the armor only goes so far. I'm sorry.
Wow.
How Charlemagne was flanking, so it was an average attack for 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yep. I already calculated that in.
Good. Very good. Very good.
Asena, the Tidal King is going to attack you with both of those tendrils. And now as he's just screaming underwater, and it's not like bubbling sound, it's this bizarre keening. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Don uses his reaction. He gives a shield up to Asena.
And as his lair action, his blood, you've spilled so much of his blood now that it's flowing out, and you can see it's thick and cloying, almost like a gel in the water. I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, goody.
Oh, natty. Yeah, John, you also saved. Roll for Chester and Dargan, please.
Oh, right. Hey, that's
Charlemagne
pretty
is good.
Yeah, where is Dargan? Do we bring Dargan with us?
No, Dargan's with you. Just
He's here,
somewhere.
Shouldn't Dargan be eating Zorath up here with us?
He should be doing something.
Would you like Dargan to go eat Zorath?
Yes, please.
Okay, Asena. Dargan is going to fly up and attack.
Now
do you
I
want to roll
see
the attacks?
Dargan. Oh my god. Okay.
Dargan's just very small and underwater. Do you want to roll for Dargan, or do you want me
yes.
to roll for Dargan, Asena?
Is that how I roll for him? No.
Yeah, that's the saving throw. Now roll either the bite or the breath weapon. You should see both of those on there.
Breath weapon. He's stuck to a chair. He can't go nowhere.
Okay.
Ah,
Do you want to use the
is
gravity?
that how I do it?
Well, I need to reconfigure this one.
It looks weird on me.
It is weird. Okay,
Yeah, I
do you
don't
want to
think
use
I'm
this?
allowed to roll him.
Okay, well, just roll 6d6 because it's 3d6 fire damage and 3d6 radiant damage, and he automatically fails his saving throw.
Nice.
$15. As bolts of energy and bullets and just stabbing that as you just absolutely going on him, Dargan swims through the water like one of those water snakes, crawls up on the throne, and this flash of light bubbles forward, boiling the water, and it burns away the corruption that is leaking forth from Zorath. And the giant chokes and draws a ragged breath of water.
At last.
And slumps forward. And we're... Go ahead.
Are you dead?
And on that note, we're going to break. We'll be back with more Coriander Society adventures shortly, folks.